everybody. What's going on? It's your favorite bear, California Bear. It's Sunday, July 28th, 2024. It is, I don't know what time it is. Let's see, 6:21 a.m. Can't see the weather right now. Anyways, I was going to broadcast I was going to do a live stream out of my laptop. There's issues going on right now. For whatever reason, it's not letting me do live stream out of my yeah, there's all kinds of issues today. Hey, knock it off. You know, bath today, Goliath? Bath today. Anyways, there's issues with my laptop today. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, here we go. Take two. So, so issues with my laptop. Been trying to do a live stream for the last 30 minutes or so. So I'm using my cell phone. So I got my other cell phone here. It's a little slow today, but it's 63 degrees. There we go. Got that out. Sorry, guys. Um, Popped up right now on my account. I'm at 109 subscribers. Thank you, whoever came on. I appreciate it. I'm one subscriber up from the last couple of weeks. I appreciate it. I have been on YouTube, not blogging or making any videos or any content lately. Lately, I've been really stuck on what really has been pertaining to what's going on here in my country, in the United States right now. Basically, it's all politics right now. 100%. Um, and like I've said in the past, I don't want to make my channel really about religion or politics, but Jesus, man, it's like right now, it's like it's everything in this country right now is just becoming political, just overnight, pretty much. And I say that because of what happened a couple of weeks ago with the assassination attempt, and pretty much a week ago, it just got swept under the rug. It's still going on, but it's pretty much, as far as the media is concerned, they've said there was only one shooter. That person is gone. The person that was in charge, she's resigned, and that's it. The other topic is the current president right now has stepped down, which really is unclear. Now, when he means step down, he stepped down from running, so he's gonna give it to Kamala Harris. So I'm not sure. They're not clear as far as like as he stepped down, where like he's letting her be the president right now, or he's gonna let her run. So that being said, officially she's not the candidate to run for president for the Democrats or not. I mean, nothing's really clear right now. She's getting endorsements, she's getting the money, she's getting the delegates, but yet there was no like proper like actions as far as like proper votes or anything. How you doing? Hi. Thanks for coming on. I'm talking about what's going on right now with the politics of the United States. Welcome, live from San Diego, California. Hence the name California Bear 619. 619 is the area code for San Diego, California. Welcome aboard. If you have any questions, go ahead. But I'm doing my dialogue right now with what this talks about. So, me being about talking about Kamala Harris. First of all, I want to say I am not a Trump supporter. I'm not a follower, a voter, or anything. I'm just stating the facts of what's been going on as an American, as an American citizen, as a person that believes in the Constitution of what we follow here and how proper things are going to happen. That being said, I am a registered Democrat. Am I liberal and all that? No. The last couple decades, what was going on with my party, the Democrats, I've kind of fallen off track, and I've been questioning a lot of things. So I'm on the border of like just jumping off and just being an independent and just seeing what's going on. That being said, I do not believe that Kamala Harris is the best candidate for Democrats based on her track record and based on her past coming up through the ranks, and also in 2016 when she was like running for the candidacy of the of the Democrats. Sorry, that was a brain fart. She was the least sought after with zero delegates. Okay, she dropped out in 2020, I believe. But then again, Biden, she got put on Biden's administration. Why was that? The weakest link got put in with the candidate, which was Biden, to go into presidency. Now, I didn't say anything and made a big deal back then. Okay, she's a vice president, whatever. I knew what it was about. And even Biden said that. You know, wanted to pull the women's vote, you know, wanted to pull the minority votes, which is like kind of what's going on right now. It's a desperation by the Democrats right now. Like, oh, we're so far behind. Let's just get rid of Biden. Boom. You know, it's like he was fine. There was nothing wrong with him. There was nothing wrong with Biden. You know, Biden was fine. So the last debate, and they saw how bad he did in the numbers. They didn't see how bad he was doing in his speeches or anything, right? It was just the numbers. Oh my God, you know, we're gonna get killed. So this just, hey, you know, you're sick with you're sick with the Rona now, and now you got to step down. Okay, the old man stepped down. You know, he did what he had to do. He did his thing. You know, that's what you do. Take one for the team. And now they're popping her up, and now she's the darling on the media, and like, oh, her numbers are way up there. No, she inherited all this. She inherited the money. She inherited the delegates. She inherited all this stuff. Is she worthy of all this stuff? No. She failed miserably at her own job that she had before, which now they're saying that no, she was never the borderline, the border czar. They're saying this in the media. Oh, she wasn't. She whatever. She was. She was appointed. She's written on record that that was her job. That was her responsibility, and what's been going on. And just to prove a point, there was like a dozen immigrants dumped off in her in front of her doorstep last night. That being said, like I said on this channel, I don't really make it political and stuff. So what I have been doing on my Facebook, and it's my personal Facebook. It's not this page's, which I might make one for this page eventually. I think I'm going to do that, so I can just go ahead and just transfer everything on that one and not just leave the other one alone because it's causing such a stir. Um, and this is what I mean by stir. Since what happened with Trump and the assassination attempt, there was all these people going about like, oh, you know, you only had one, and they were like so unhappy that he wasn't assassinated, and they were all happy, and they were this and that and everything, you know, and now they're the ones they're on the train with Kamala all of a sudden, you know, but they're also making fun of Biden, right? And now it's like, well, Kamala Harris, you know, she's an intelligent black woman. She's a woman, you know, and okay, you know, I understand. She's a woman. She's educated. She's gone through what she's done, but she's got a checkered past. When she used to be the district attorney in San Francisco, She did some shady things. It's on record what she did. And I'm not down with that. Since then, I know. I've known about that. I didn't say her a word about it because she was just a vice president. She was nothing. But now she's running for president. So I'm saying facts. But people are having a problem with that because how dare you? How dare you doing that? And I'm getting attacked now that Trump supporter and this and that. I'm like, no, I'm not a Trump supporter. Just because I'm going against Kamala and stating facts, I'm not attacking her on the nasty things that supposedly she did or whatever. I'm not being like misogynist. I'm not doing this. I'm just stating facts of her record or what she did as a DA and just as a VP. And people are saying like, oh well, the water was never like great in decades, and yes, but that's still not an excuse for her performance in the last 3 years. I'm going by her performance, not by performance of a past administrations 3 decades ago or the last administration. I'm going by what right now has happened. So her performance is what we are going by right now, or what we're looking for, what she's going to do now as the leader of this country now. She's not ready. She's not ready. In my eyes, she's not ready. So, like I said, that's making a stir, and I'm surprised. This person that I'm talking about on Facebook is actually a personal friend, a friend that I know very well, a friend that I've went to high school with, and I've hung out with him. I've been to his house. He's been to my house. We've broken bread. He was he was at my wedding. He was part of my wedding actually. And we can have different opinions, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. Apparently, he's not. When it comes to like different opinions to his, though, that's what I'm noticing it, and it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. This is why I don't like politics and religion, because it brings the worst in people. Some people just can't handle it. Um, I don't know. I really believe the way things are going right now that my country's headed towards a civil war. But I'm more concerned worldwide also with this administration coming up that's backing her. And there's terms that people use as far as globalist, and big government and all these things and stuff that come to play and stuff. Um, that's also, when people talk about the opposition that, oh, he's against this. What's good, my gut, my guy? What's going on? Just looking for fun. Not much. I'm just talking about what's going on right now here locally in my country with the politics opening up right now, with the elections coming up, and just my feelings of what I've been talking about, that I'm not down with Kamala Harris and my reasons why. And it's like stirring the pot with some people that they're like not seeing it, or they can't see why I'm not with the train, that they're trying to pretty much attack me or label me as a Trump supporter because I'm not with Kamala, or they're trying to say that just because she's a woman. I mean, other than me, my color, they're short of calling me a racist or even calling me part of the KKK. But I mean, no, I mean I'm not part of the KKK. I never will be. So yeah, I mean that's what's going on right now. That's all I'm saying. Um, her her record on the border has not been good. I'm all for immigration, legal immigration, because my country was founded by immigrants from the very beginning. This is what this country is founded on immigrants. The whole history. The original people in this country were Native Americans. And the people south of the border, which was no borders actually. Mexico used to come all the way up to the Pacific Northwest, Texas, everything. But then, as in those money in exchange and whatever treaties done, and they expanded, they expanded stuff in history. Then that's when borders were done, drawn up, Texas and whatnot. But what I'm trying to say is, they came from Europe, landed, did their colonies. Others came from the north, the French and whatnot. Canada. And the Spaniards came from the south. And had influence and stuff, and just it mixed. And they brought other nationalities here. They brought slaves, and it's just like that's what I grew up knowing. That's what we know. And the United States is a melting pot, still is. But there has to be an order to things. There has to be, you just can't have an open door and just, how it's going out of control right now. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not against immigrants. It's how can I be? You know, but it's got to be done the right way, properly right now. And we got to take care of our own country, our own people before we can let other people come in and do whatever. We're having issues right now with the people coming in already. They're being let loose in different states and different cities, and unfortunately, some bad apples are doing some bad things now. And that all does fall on Kamala Harris. She was in charge of that. And so, dude, the the top is in charge of all that. That's my point. If she couldn't handle it then, how is she going to handle it later on? There's other people. Oh well, there's only like so many years. Well, dude, she should have learned. She should have known. I mean, she should have. I'm sorry. Now it's the whole world. How is she going to match up with Putin, China, North Korea? I'm looking ahead right now because I think that's just the way it's going to go. I mean, they're handing everything to her with the hopes. Now the elections, how they're going to go. I don't know your country, but here in the United States, we don't go by the popularity vote here in the United States. What we have the electoral votes. So what happens is there's so many votes to get done, then they go and they get turned, and then they win by districts, and then those win votes. Those votes go for the vote for the numbers for. It's hard to explain. It's even hard for me to understand, but that's kind of how it goes. So your votes go for votes to a vote to the vote. If you understand, the numbers kind of look kind of shady sometimes. It's like the numbers are almost premeditated already. And in the last election, in the last couple of elections, kind of look kind of weird. And that's what I'm afraid of because of what happened January 6th. And it could have been worse. It could have been worse in a sense, like what should have happened didn't happen. And I don't know if I can say some of those things because that kind of stuff can be like blocked on YouTube. I think I'm not sure. I haven't read the rules, but um, entering a federal building, a government building, by force. Uh, Sorry, I just woke up. There's a little signs are there that no trespass, no entering, no access, yada yada. But then it has right there in bold letters. You know, you shall. What does it say? You shall be met or dealt with deadly force. So that's pretty self-apparent. As far as I know, there was only one person that happened. That was like right at the very end when they were inside. It should happen on the outside, but that's neither here nor there. I believe if and when Harris gets announced as the president, we're gonna see that again and worse. Now that's one scenario. Okay. Another scenario is, let's say, doesn't matter, either Harris or Trump wins. There's another episode that just happened. That keeps happening on a regular basis. I forget the young lady's name, and I that's bad. It just happened not too long ago. It's been on video now. It just happened. We can look it up. Her last name is Massey, Massey, I believe. Uh, young black lady. Uh, she called the police because supposedly there was a prowler or something. Um, so those two officers that came in, or came to check in, then they came in her house to finish the investigation. They were asking her for ID. Now it's on camera. One officer had a camera on, and that's Officer B. I'll call him B. Officer A was the one that was closest to her, where she was sitting in the living room. Now, why they came in the house, I don't know. I don't know if they said we can come in. Can we come in? She said, "Yeah, come in." Nothing. Can we have an ID? They need an ID to file a report that they were there or whatever. That's standard procedure. She couldn't find it. There's paperwork, whatever. Now, Officer B, he's over here between there and the kitchen. He mentioned, hey, or one of the officers mentioned she had boiling water on the stove. She goes over there, or they tell, hey, we don't want a fire or whatever. Oh, she gets up to go turn off the stove and take the water off. She's doing that, and the voice level gets low for some reason. The volume, like they step back. I'm like, what? She said something. I guess what they said that then and there they felt threatened or something about her. So there was something between them said, and at that time, Officer A said something like, "You better not." I mean, it just went like boom, like that. As soon as she went to go turn off the stove and take the hot water off the stove, it just escalated. At that point, by that time, he said, "You better not," and he pulled his gun out, said, "I'll shoot you in the fucking face," or to that manner. She goes down behind the counter, comes back up, and then there's shots. She's gone. That's all on YouTube too. And what I'm referring to this is right now is this is probably going to be this is going to be George Floyd 2.0, and it's going to be used politically. Unfortunately, not for justice, but politically, and what happened with George Floyd also we used politically and actually racially, and those protests that turned out to be riots that lasted for many months. And this is in 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020 also with the other thing, with the whole lockdowns, the jabs, and all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's getting weird now, guys. Like I said, I've been paying attention to a lot of things right now that aren't being talked about right now. So right now, the right now, what's going on right now with the media is it's just Harris. How she's just gonna be the savior now. She's gonna save everybody from Trump becoming the next president again. I'll say it again. I'm not for Trump. Not against Trump. I'm just for whatever's best for my country. And it's weird right now how everything happened with the assassination attempt, how it went down, how they're trying to explain it. It's nothing's making sense right now. How the thing with Biden, how they just he was fine. He was fine a couple weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, he was fine. He was great. He's running. He's still running. Like, oh, it's like, oh, he's got corona. Oh, for his health. And now Kamala's running. Now she's the best thing ever. When she wasn't. But yeah, that's what I've been doing on Facebook right now because that's all I'm doing. But a lot of people are taking it like that. I'm pro Trump. How dare you're against Kamala? How anti Kamala? Yeah, I am, dude. She's not the best candidate, period. In my book, and I'm trying to state why. She was the lame horse in the race from the get go. So now she's the best thing to run? No. Why did we bypass the proper things to pick the best candidate to run against Trump? So yeah, I'm gonna do everything I can to say, hey, if I can just get one person to just like get past that. Oh, she's a woman, so we gotta vote for her. Or yeah, to just really see by her qualifications and her past performances and her record and stuff. That's all. That's all I'm doing. I wanted to see a fair shot of other candidates. That's all. But unfortunately, we're not going to see that. That's just how it happens in politics. It happens everywhere. It happens everywhere in my lower level. It just happened in my local just recently, just last year and stuff. But, it doesn't happen. No, it's not like that. Also, it's not like that. No, I didn't see that for years happening. Right. Then the guys tell me it never used to happen once he got out, and the way he got thrown out. And after you're out of the circle, you don't like really see it, huh? You're so focused in the circle, you're focused inside, you don't see the outside, right? When you're on the outside, you kind of get to see a good view of everything else. Like what? Okay, you know. Of course, you don't get to see the inside, but you get to see it from the outside, like what it looks like. It looks pretty shady from the outside. So, anyways, that's just my rambling. That's just my thoughts. It's Sunday today. I got stuff to do. I gotta finish cleaning up. I got my trip coming up pretty soon. Um, I'm gonna buy my ticket pretty soon. Got this. Is my trip's coming up pretty soon. Can't have my trip without my ticket. Can't have my ticket without buying my ticket, obviously, huh? So yeah, I'm gotta clean up, my stuff and get my luggage out and see what I'm gonna pack, how I'm gonna pack it, how much it's gonna weigh, all that kind of stuff. Fun, fun. Oh, another funny thing is that I see it just happened right now, just right now before I started this live. You know how Facebook has those little shorts, even on YouTube, those shorts that come up. For whatever reason, man, every time I'm gonna do a trip, every time, never fails. They always have these like I hate saying it, I won't don't say the word incidents on airplanes. Let's just say that. And I'm not talking about the funny ones where people fight on the airplane. I'm talking about where the incidents where the airplane. Let's just say an incident on the airplane, or the airplane. Well, let's just say the incidents that caused me like to have a couple drinks before I got in the airplane because I don't like flying. I don't like flying, guys. I never have. I never will. And that's another thing right now. I'm already getting anxiety because I don't drink anymore. Since the last time I flew, I don't drink anymore. Usually I drink. I have a couple of drinks. I have at least a drink and a couple of beers. I mean, I don't get sloshed, but I have a little bit of a buzz, nice relaxed buzz, And then once I get on the plane, yeah, last couple of times I used to go business class. So, champagne, yes, you know. Oh, whiskey, yeah, I'll have some whiskey too, Now I'm gonna go. Uh, I'm gonna go economy again. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to get relaxed or something, so I can just relax on a plane. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. I'm more concerned with my back. It's my back and cramps. I usually get leg cramps, and that's one of the main reasons why I started going business class because business class you can just lay out, man, like those things. Um, the two airlines that I'm considering, one of them is Starlux, is a new airline starting in 2020. They if you get premium economy, not economy, premium economy, they have like a slight pitch on their seats. And I think the other one was AVA. Japan Airlines is another one. They have something on their seats where there's a little bit of an incline that helps. But yeah, I get really bad cramps for my legs and stuff, and I have a bad back and stuff. So we'll see, So I have to get nice and relaxed. I have to make sure I stay hydrated, stuff. So that's about it, man. That's what I do. I'm looking at this right now with my clothes here, so I gotta see what I'm gonna take. Gotta get my luggage, start putting some stuff in there. Some other junk that I took out of my closet that I gotta sort and get rid of and stuff. All right, everybody. Thank you, whoever came on. I appreciate it. Whoever sees this, thank you. Don't forget to leave some comments. What you thought, what I said. Again, 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 again. I'm not here to make it political. These are just my thoughts of what's been going on. Uh, I have ruffled some feathers on Facebook. It's not my. It's just me saying what I wanted to say. I mean, I've sat and watched people like just dance and celebrate that a former president almost got assassinated. That's not, dude. That's it. Doesn't matter whether you like the guy or not. I mean, dude, like you know, you know. And then when somebody says something like, "Oh, Trump this and Trump that, and you're a Trump supporter, and you're racist, and you're a woman hater," like, no, no, no. I'm just saying I don't like her because of her past performances and of her record. And I don't believe she's qualified. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying all the other stuff. You're seeing stuff, but you're not seeing it on my page. I'm not saying all the stuff that you're probably seeing, and that's probably you're projecting that to me. And that's fine, but it's not fine because I'm not saying it. I have to say this. A lot of my friends and I have family members that are Trump supporters, and none of them are like that. None of them are racist. None of them are fanatical. None of them are radical. None of them are really stupid at all. And a lot of them are successful, actually. Business owners, entrepreneurs, and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, you gotta really take a long look at yourself in the mirror. When you start calling people names and giving labels and stuff. Especially when you start pulling the race card right away, and you know, love you, buddy. I mean, I'm talking about you. You'll probably never see this video, and I can't post this on Facebook because, again, you're not. You always deflect. You always say you don't care, but you do care, and you always say you're not triggered. And your response is like, "I'm a strong black man." Yeah, we know, dude. We know you're a black man. We know you're strong, but we know the things that you don't like or believe in that you disagree with, you easily get triggered. And you need to learn to have a thicker skin if you're going to come out and start posting things just to get under people's skin. Because that's what you do. And you've done some stuff that really does that. You know. Just saying, man. Saying. Love you, buddy. Peace out.